This is a Kia Cook shirt from Oklahoma. Folsom preform, nipples all set up. Try out the punch here. Like for it to go nearly to the tip or thereabouts. Press in pretty hard. Pressing with my fingers the preform into the anvil. That didn't go clear to the tip, but you got a pretty nice flute out of it anyway. I'm real happy with that. Try to do the backside and see if we can get something similar to it. I'm going to reflake this backside to get a little bit more convexity. It's just too flat. Show you the flute flake here too. You can see the point of where the crack started, right in there, kind of deep onto the nipple. That's why it traveled fairly wide. I wish it had gone a little bit further in. Maybe I should have pressed with the tool more inward a little bit in order to keep that flake traveling, because it kind of rode up here. But another great steady piece. Okay, I went ahead and pressure flaked the second face using this antler right here, and there was kind of a low spot in there, so I had to recess the nipple quite a bit, which is something you see in a lot of the originals also. Problem, if you were to try and hit that nipple with direct percussion, it'd be really hard. It's recessed in between these ears, so the punch comes in handy for that. Now, I went and took this punch and filed a little bit off the shoulders so that I could get it to mate up like that, and so that it wouldn't interact with the ears. Even still, it's pretty close, but we'll give her a try like that. Hopefully it'll work. There's a little bit of shirt embedded in the leather there. You don't want that, or it'll chip the tip. One thing I like about this is once you get it set up, it's just a whole lot more accurate than trying to hit it with direct percussion. Okay. There we go. A little bit more outward force, I guess. Trying to watch out for those ears there. All right. Here's our second flute. And our first flute. So I think we've got a very successful Folsom going here. We'll do a little edge retouch. I'll see if I can find that flute and show that to you. Okay, there's the flute. It did break up, but the most important part to study is this part right here, where the initiation begins. And you can see it's just right underneath that nipple again. And this is extremely thin right here. I'll put some calipers on it to see. But this is comparable to the ones I was previously making using the jig. It's probably 3 millimeters or so in between the flutes right here. Okay, here's the finished point, and I use this little deer tine here to do the final pressure flaking. This point was made from start to finish using antler and hammerstones, no copper at all. So I'm kind of happy about that. And I probably could have used a sharper tip. I didn't really get the microflaking as fine as I'm seeing on the originals, but the point is about 2 3/8 inches long, and it's a little less than an inch wide. And I checked between the flutes, and it's about 3.5 millimeters on the actual thickness. It's very knife edge, right in the very initial hafting part of it, which is like the originals. And that's it. A little shot of it in the sun here. Sometimes it shows up a little better. Okay.